The One UI 8.5 beta program could begin on this date, so mark your calendars. Samsung couldn't kick off the One UI 8.5 beta program for the S25 series in November as anticipated, purportedly because the S26 launch was pushed back. But if a fresh rumor is genuine, the wait might soon be over. Various sources on X indicate the beta will begin on December 8. Every One UI beta campaign is broken into phases, and this time the first phase will supposedly roll out in the US, UK, Korea, and Germany. The second phase is rumored to begin on December 22, which is when Samsung would supposedly expand the beta program to India and Poland, and also issue the second beta update for Phase 1 markets. According to Taran Vats, Samsung could release at least 3 beta builds, with the third coming somewhere in the first week of January. However, like with any beta program, there's always a risk the actual schedule may change. Last month, early One UI 8.5 software for the S25 Ultra leaked online, and more recently, what could be the first beta build intended for the public surfaced as well. At least 2 Z Fold 7 One UI 8.5 firmware builds have been leaked. However, it's still unclear whether devices will ultimately be included in the test program. As we approach closer to the rumored kickoff date, we should start learning more about Samsung's rollout plans. For now, nothing is set in stone, but with leaked firmware coming up and various sources pointing to an imminent release, the wait for the One UI 8.5 beta program seems to be almost over at last. One UI 8.5 will deliver a host of visual refinements along with new capabilities, including a few AI-powered additions. 1. Here are some of the new AI features in the One UI 8.5 beta. We have gotten their hands on firmware of Beta One UI 8.5 and posted a video showcasing some of the new AI features in Samsung's next major upgrade. Although it may do so in the near future, it's expected to formally introduce One UI 8.5 early next year, perhaps after the S26 series is unveiled. Now Nudges is one of the new AI capabilities in One UI 8.5. The feature exists on the firmware, but it doesn't do anything right now. But we expect that to change in future iterations. Now Nudges are basically Galaxy AI helping you get things done quickly by interpreting what's on your screen and proposing appropriate activities. For example, you can move from a message where someone has told you where they are to a map that gives specifics about that area. Nudges may be presented to start translation when you're viewing something in another language. Nudges will also be displayed when using messaging and social media apps like WhatsApp and Facebook. There are a few other camera options that are missing in this build as well, which will no doubt be added back down the line. It only goes to demonstrate that this is a very early version of the beta and likely not the one that gets sent out when the program opens. We all need to charge our phones, and charging quickly seems a whole lot better than charging sluggishly. Samsung's pushed that to the next logical step with their branding. If quick charging is excellent, obviously super quick charging is even better. And now with the S26 almost set to launch, we think we've detected the next iteration of super fast charging. Rumors surrounding the S26 have already been talking a lot about the boost Samsung's expected to bring to its charging speeds, possibly exceeding 60 watts for the S26 Ultra. Right. Currently, Samsung Galaxy smartphones like the S25 series charge at a maximum of either 25 watt or 45 watt. Those are labeled as Super Fast Charging and Super Fast Charging 2.0 respectively. Looking over some of the software that's leaked from One UI 8.5 releases, we notice both of those mentioned. So far, just as expected. But now in this 8.5 code, we're also seeing a new entry there. Even while there's no explicit mention of 60 W charging, it only follows that this level 4 would be faster than the level 3, charging we currently know to be 45 watt. Sure, it wouldn't take much guesswork to predict that this is how Samsung would ultimately talk about 60 watt charging, but we're nonetheless happy to see it more or less confirmed in this manner. To say nothing of adding some solid support to the idea of charging speed upgrades for this next Galaxy generation. We've still got plenty of other questions about Samsung's power plans for the S26 family, including what's going on with wireless charging rates, so we'll keep searching around for any new clues in these One UI 8.5 releases. Samsung's One UI 8.5 to stop social media from eating your data. Samsung's One UI 8.5 might include a smart data saver function. It would save data while the user scrolls on social networking apps. Scrolling has long been associated with faster battery drain, and this function might fix it. A lot of smartphone users spend their time scrolling social media, and this drains the device's battery quite quickly. While Android already has a data saver, Samsung is apparently working on a smarter data saver for its One UI 8.5 that helps users save data on popular apps like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. As reported by Android Authority, a hidden feature called Adaptive Data Saver was uncovered in an early One UI 8.5 test build. Based on the early findings, it appears to regulate how social apps load videos. Instead of automatically getting every video as the user scrolls, the phone may only download clips when they actively tap or stop to watch. While this might appear extremely easy, it can prevent significant background data use when you casually read through your feed. Furthermore, a string code in the software assures that the customer won't detect any degradation in the video quality, meaning your data would be saved without impacting the viewing experience. Samsung is looking for wiser control rather than forceful constraints. How exactly the feature works is unknown. It looks like it likely affects prefetching, which is when apps load stuff before you see it. Most social media apps rely on prefetching to give a seamless scrolling experience. Samsung may reduce or regulate this process so the phone only loads information you need. If successful, consumers will conserve data while still enjoying fast loading and smooth playback. Since the functionality is still secret, the business is likely working to polish it before the stable release. While the One UI 8.5 release seems to be delayed, the upgrade is shaping up to deliver some major enhancements for the users. Samsung update drains batteries and annoys users. A recent Samsung upgrade is causing battery troubles. After installing the new One UI 8 interface, owners of several Galaxy models report dramatically lower battery life. Both smartphones and smartwatches are apparently affected by the battery problem. The S25 series and the Galaxy Watch 7 are commonly cited in this video. The update to Android 16 and One UI 8 was expected to increase device performance and energy economy. Instead, many users discover their batteries are suddenly depleting significantly faster. Reports are mounting up in forums and on social media, while Samsung has yet to offer a clear remedy. According to the South Korean magazine Chosun Biz, users on Reddit report big losses. One Galaxy S25 owner notes that his smartphone now lasts only approximately 6 hours instead of 8. The variations are even more evident with the Galaxy Watch 7. By nightfall, barely 20% of the battery remains, compared to 70 to 80% previously. Samsung alludes to probable individual factors such as different usage patterns, app updates, or new system settings. A concrete remedy has not yet been given. The manufacturer is now deploying the latest security patch and working on the next edition of its software, One UI 8.5. Whether this will resolve the battery concerns remains to be seen. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.